What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to some more College Football Coach Career Edition in our Muncie Dynasty. And it is the 2022 season. Before we get into that, just take a quick look back at the recruiting class. We had the 93rd ranked recruiting class this past off season. And we are projected to finish 11th in conference with an 0-12 record. I don't really know if that's accurate, but that's what they're saying we're going to do. So let's take a look real quick at the roster overhaul. True freshman quarterback J.J. Coleman in for us. T.J. Harris back for his junior year. David Clemens in for his senior season. And then true freshman D.J. Bright. Avery Walker also for his senior season. A very experienced O-line, all seniors and juniors. Couple guys over 80. Probably the best O-line we've ever had in the series. Joe George back for his senior season to kick. And then our D-line, not the greatest. Linebacking core, not the greatest, but Singleton and Wilson are decent. They're juniors. Hopefully they can take a big step forward this year. And we have a fairly young secondary. So, but we are looking to go bowl eligible for the first time. Let's see if we can do that. Start things off here in week 1 versus Los Angeles, 53rd ranked team in the nation. And we're going to get a 19-14 loss. And J.J. Coleman, our true freshman quarterback, suspended from the team due to academics. He will be suspended for 1 week. So we'll have to get a new, see who is actually going to be playing at quarterback. Sophomore Robbins, who we recruited last year as sort of just kind of like just to have a roster spot. So now, week 2, we're going to add Iowa without our true freshman quarterback. And we are going to lose 24-0. It's not surprising. And Coleman is back. So hopefully we can get a win. We are at Monroe. They are 115 in the nation. So it's definitely a winnable game for us. And we lose at 20-17. So that's a heartbreaker. Fall to 0-3 on the season, and things do not get any easier as we have to now face NIU, our rival. They are 47th in the country, and we're going to lose that one big, 35-0. Let's take a look at the stats for the roster through 4 games. Coleman, of course, only playing 3 games. Due to the suspension, 467 yards, 2 touchdowns, no picks. So he is having a fairly good start to his career. T.J. Harris, 297 yards. Khalil Joseph, 195 for us, the true freshman. David Clemens, the senior, 169, no touchdowns yet. 24 receptions already, though. Wow, that's a lot of catches through 4 games, especially for him. True freshman D.J. Bright, who I expect to do very good things for us here. 134 in a touchdown. John Cross, a sophomore, 143 in a score. And then tight end Avery Walker, the senior, a couple touchdowns already. He only had 1 in his first 3 seasons on the team, so that's pretty good, I guess. Nathan Miles has 3 sacks already for us, so that's good to see. Demetrius Booth still looking for his first sack. Same with Clement. Dallas Lowry as well, so not the most pressure there by the line. 36 tackles for Sanders. Singleton has a 37 and a sack. Brooks 15 and a sack. True freshman C.J. Cannon not off to a great start. 2 picks already for Matt Wheatley, the true freshman, so that's a good surprise to see. He was not a high recruit for us. But yes, I can definitely see why we are kind of off to the 0-4 start that we are. So let's jump in now here versus Miami in week 5. Miami of Ohio. We get another loss, 16-7, so we fall to 0-5. Week 6 at Buffalo. Still looking for the first win of the season. I don't think we got it there as we reach the mid-season progress report. And Rashad Charles up to an 86, so I believe that is the highest overall we've ever had for a player so far in the Dynasty. So we are 0-6 right now. That is not good. Take a look at the conference standings. And we are 11th, 0-3. So far, not so good. Versus Toledo here now in week 7. And we get our first win of the season, 27-6. By a score, or I'm sorry, obviously by a 27-6, score 27-6. So we advance to 1-6 on the year. Now we're taking on Mount Pleasant on the road. They're 1-16. Another game we need to win. But we do not. We fall 12-10 and fall to 1-7. So we're definitely not making a bowl game this year. That is heartbreaking to see. So we have 4 games remaining on the season. Let's take a look at the roster through 8 games. J.J. Coleman, 1,000 yards, 4 touchdowns, 2 picks. So he's definitely slowed down on the touchdowns. Harris, 476, 3 on the ground. Joseph, 363. Senior David Clemens, 361, 1 touchdown. DJ Bright, 204 and a score for the freshman. John Cross, 354 and a touchdown. Scroll down at the defensive line. Nathan Miles has 4 sacks in 8 games. Booth with 1. Clement still doesn't have one. Dallas Lowry still doesn't have one either. Isaac Sanders, 1 pick, 61 tackles. Singleton, 72 tackles, couple sacks. Brian Wilson, 26 tackles. Alex Leach not having a great year for us. True freshman CJ Cannon there. Has a sack, but no picks yet. Matt Wheatley still with the 2 picks. And Covington and McDowell. So, a trend so far, we have not been able to get any really good safeties throughout this entire dynasty. So let's finish out the rest of the season. Hopefully we can salvage some of it. But we got a tough matchup at Ohio. And we're going to get blown out in that one. 1-8 now. Week 9, we're at Akron. And we get a 20-19 win. That's a big upset for us. They're the 56th ranked school. So we improved to 2-8. So we need to win out here these last 2 games. It's totally doable. But it's probably not going to be it's not going to be easy, but it's doable. But we're not going to. We're going to lose to Kent 24-13 and fall to 2-9. So let's finish this out against Kalamazoo. And we get another loss, 27-13. So we got 2-10. The second worst record we've ever had, all the way back to our inaugural season when we went 1-11, being the only worst recorded season. And that is a heartbreaker for us. As we finished 9th in conference, we went 2-7 in conference. So at least both of our wins were conference wins, but still, that's not something. 2-10 is not not where we want to go. It's not the right direction. So true freshman J.J. Coleman in his first season ended up with 1,600 yards, 8 touchdowns, 6 picks. Kind of slowed down after a hot start. T.J. Harris ended up with 751 yards, 3 scores. He'll be back for his senior year. Khalil Joseph, 497, 2 touchdowns. Definitely looking to build around him. I think he could be the running back of the future for us. David Clemens, 505 and a touchdown in his senior year, 67 catches. Let's take a look at his career numbers, as we like to do with all seniors leaving. In 28 games with us, he had 130 catches, 1,047 yards, 2 touchdowns. So he didn't really play much anyway until like his junior year. So those are not terrible numbers. DJ Bright, 344 and a score. Going to try to get him involved more next year, obviously. 518 and 4 scores for John Cross. And Joe George has finally completed his career with us. I don't even know if I want to look at his stats. He was just not good. Only played in 12 games. I mean, I guess there was a lot of games we didn't even score. He was a backup for I think, the first couple years. But he definitely only 59% field goal percentage. We will not miss him. Demetrius Booth ends up with 2 sacks on the year. Glenn Clement with 1 sack. Somebody must have got injured. Yeah, Miles ended up getting injured, so not really sure. So Isaac Sanders, the senior, ends up with 92 tackles his senior season. Throughout his career, he won all conference. I believe that was last year. He ends up with 344 tackles, 5 sacks, 2 picks in 48 games. Probably our best linebacker we've ever had. Adam Singleton ends up with 90 tackles, a couple sacks. And then junior Dustin Brooks only had 40 tackles. Alex Leach did not have a very good junior year for us. Matt Wheatley, 2 picks as a true freshman. Hudson Darby getting some playing time, I believe. Cannon must have got injured. Covington did not play well. Burwell did not play well. Let's take a look at the bench. Some of the guys that were actually starters, but they're injured, so they get put on the bench. Nathan Miles, in his career, ended up with 72 tackles, 15 sacks in 48 games. CJ Cannon ended up with 1 pick and 1 sack. So that will conclude a disappointing season. Let's try to get through this offseason here. Jeremy Charles wins another. I believe he was the offensive player of the year last year as well. Running back for USC. Defensive player of the year goes to Taylor Johnson. Coach of the year goes to Reggie Alexander of Washington. Oh, I missed freshman of the year. Nope, dang it. Go back. Freshman of the year goes to Jonah Mackey of Past. Not really sure what that is a abbreviation of. But let's look, quick scroll through the All-Americans. Of course, we're not going to have anyone on that. Nope. All-freshman team. We get nobody on that either. Central All-Conference team. And we have nobody, but we had a terrible season. Penn State wins their second national championship in 5 years. And our season summary, we were ranked 113. So we fell short and we're going to lose prestige again. So that's not good. And we have been fired due to our poor performance as head coach. So now we are on to a new journey, I guess. As we try to take Aaron Rose, we're going to still try to turn around a terrible team. We're actually going to go to Texas State in the Sunshine who went 0-12 last year, did not win a single game. So, wow, what a curveball here in this series. We are changing teams. And Antoine Strickland takes our job at Muncie. So this is interesting because we do not have any idea who is on the team. We have no idea what we have to work with. It's going to make for a crazy next episode for sure. So let's get this recruiting underway. So we're losing some pretty good players, apparently. Alexander Watkins, a couple senior receivers, and our senior running back. A very good senior corner we're losing. But obviously we didn't know him, so we're not going to miss him too much. But our budget is very low. And we don't need quarterbacks, so that's something, I guess. Let's actually take a look at the roster real quick, just to see who we have. So we actually have a good quarterback coming back. We don't have much of anything else on the offense. The O-line is not very good. Defensive line is respectable. And that is about it. So we have our work cut out here as we try to rebuild this new team. So we're definitely going for a running back. Maybe not super expensive because we don't have a lot of money, but we'll go after Marquise Wheeler for 66. I just think we have a lot of other holes we need, especially receiver. We're going to go with Tyree Davis. Tyree. We'll say Tyree. Going to get Tyree Davis there. And then we'll go with Jermaine Baldwin. And then we need a lot of O-line. Cliff Strong, $71. That's pretty decent budget there. JP Charles, $65, 3-star recruit. Stephen Bennett. And then we'll go real cheap with the last one. Because he's probably not going to play anyway. How cheap can we go here? $7 for 1-star Kenneth McCormick. So we need 2 D linemen. We have a respectable D line right now as it stands, so we're not going to spend a whole lot of money this year. Nick Bush, $38. And Nigel Collier. So we need a couple cornerbacks. We're definitely going to go big. Jeremiah Love, 3-star recruit. Corey Hancock, 2-star recruit, but he's only $18. That's pretty cheap. And we need some safeties. We'll go Van Muhammad as we try to rebuild. We're going to try to go a different route, basically, with how we recruit. Different strategy. Maybe we can do a little better. So let's see what our recruiting class ended up being. 82nd. So let's go ahead and save this progress here. So let's take a look at our roster real quick. We're in the Sunshine Conference, by the way. So let's see check and see who's actually in that. I don't even know where it is. I probably skipped it. Oh, we're at the way at the bottom. So we got San Antonio, South Houston, Appalachian, El Paso, Dominion, Denton, Tulsa, Monroe, Troy, Tennessee Central, and Georgia State. So I think we're in a little bit of an easier conference, to be honest. But that's not going to make this job any easier. So we got Josh Nash at quarterback, 83 overall. We don't really have running back help. Yeah, we're pretty on offense. We're not gonna. It's gonna be a rough year probably. Defensively, we're getting a little better, but we got a lot of young guys that we're trusting to step up. So that's gonna do it for today's video, guys. If you want to enjoy it, please smash that like button down below. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already for more College Football Coach Career Edition, and make sure you come back next episode as we start our new journey at Texas State. And it's going to be a sort of like a soft reset, I guess, on the series. As always, guys, thanks for watching. Until next time, peace.